afternoon, Mr. Peterson. My name is Lucian.
Hi, Lucian.
How are you today?
I'm not good. Not doing good at all.
Where would you like to start?
Well, my job. It's been really tough lately.
And how so? How has your job been really tough?
No one's listening to me. You know, I go into work and no one wants to listen to what I have to say. And the thing is, I'm right. And I know I'm right. And no one's listening to me, and it angers me, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I really can't.
Could you tell me a little more about what happened?
Sure. Here, I'll give you an example. Last week, when I was at work, I'm a student nurse, and I was working with a patient, and the doctor comes in, and he's telling the patient, oh, this is what's wrong with you, and this is our plan to fix it and everything. And he didn't spend any time with the patient. He doesn't know anything about the patient. I'm the one who had been spending time with the patient, and I know what's wrong with the patient more than the doctor. I mean, I don't care what degree he has. I've been spending time with the patient. I know what's wrong. The nurses don't know what's wrong. The doctor doesn't know what's wrong. I've been doing this 2 months, and I know it, and no one's listening to me.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel angry. No one's listening to me. It pisses me off. I can't stand it, and I work with a bunch of idiots.
I see that you're really tense.
Yeah. I mean, you would be too if you worked with a bunch of idiots like I did.
Does it make you feel angry when you talk about this experience?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's good to talk about it too.
Well, if I'm getting this straight, and feel free to correct me, what you're saying is that people don't seem to take your opinion into consideration when you talk to them.
No, they don't. They're stupid. I have to yell at them to get my point across, and they don't listen to me, and they should. They would get, the care for the patients would be a lot better, and they're just dumb. Why? I don't get why they're not listening to me. I can't stand it.
You mentioned that you had to yell to get your point
Yeah.
across.
I gotta yell to get my point across. It angers me so much when they do things wrong. I have to.
What is the reaction that you receive usually from people when you
They'll call me stupid, or they'll ignore me, or they just don't listen to what I have to say, and I can't stand it. And that's why I yell. They're not listening to me.
And how do you feel when the non-listening persists?
When they continue, I mean, it's a cycle. The more they don't listen to me, the angrier I get, and the more I yell, and then the more they don't listen to me.
When you get angry, what have you done in the past to relieve some of your anger?
I yell at people. I just completely yell at them, and I feel better after. They don't. But you know what? I feel so much better after I yell at someone.
If I were to ask you if there was something in the past that has worked where yelling at someone else was not the only way that you felt your anger relieved, could you give me an example?
Yeah. At my old job, when I didn't get along with my manager, I didn't want to get fired, and I knew if I yelled I was going to get fired. So I would just walk away for a little bit and just try to find a quiet area and go there for a minute or so and think about things other than work, and I'd come back and then I'd be able to talk to him at least, and then I wouldn't yell. But
tell me more about that. Tell me more about how when you went away, your anger seemed to lower itself.
Well, I would find a quiet room, and I'd just go back there and tell myself that, I can't yell. It wasn't the proper way to handle the situation, and I was able to calm myself just being away from the situation momentarily, but lately I haven't been able to do that. These people are idiots. I just want to yell at them.
Is that something that you find to be the norm?
Yeah, now it is.
Um, if you could tell me if there was something that you could do, if you found something that you could do to get people to be more receptive to you, do you think you can come up with something?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, when I worked with my old boss, when I would go away for a little bit and come back and talk to him, we would actually get some things figured out. And I mean, that seemed to work a lot better than my yelling. It's just I get so frustrated, I tend to yell. So,
Is that something that you would like to work on?
yes. I don't know how to control my anger when I see this and I feel like the doctors don't spend time with my patients. I just yell at them, and I probably should tell them that, how I'm feeling, why I feel that way, but, they don't want to listen, I feel like. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, but I guess it's the fact that they're doctors, and I feel like they're not going to listen to me or the nurses because they think, they're better than me. I just haven't tried it yet.
If I could put this in a little summary, what I'm understanding is that sometimes you feel neglected, your opinion is
Yes.
neglected by others,
Yes.
and you get angry, and yelling is a easy way for you to express that anger and get your point across.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't seem to allow those people to actually receive your point. They kind of put it off the side and reject it.
Usually they do, yes. Yes.
But there are instances when people have listened to your point
Yeah.
successfully, and that is when you have used different methods of calming yourself down,
Yeah.
and that has worked
Yes.
in the past. So, if we could formulate a plan on how to deal with the situation if it arises again, what would you do?
Well, I would try to clear my mind for a second. Maybe get away from the situation if I could. If not, maybe close my eyes for a second or take a breath. That seems to help a little bit. And I might be able to manage the situation a little bit better that way. And I also don't want to be yelling in front of patients.
I see.
And I do want to be able to communicate better with my staff. So I would like to, work on ways to communicate better with them.
I feel that this is a great start. Let's go ahead and schedule another meeting,
Okay.
and we'll talk about how this method has worked for you.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, Mr. Peterson. Have a good day.
Lucian, have a good day. Okay. Sorry, dude, my hands are always clean. But they're extra clammy.